I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Last night had some family time and everything. Didn't really get a chance to come holler at y'all. Didn't really figure that you needed to hear too much from me. It didn't really matter. Everything happened how it was supposed to happen, how we knew it would happen, how we said it would happen. The Cavs quit in game three. They just showed up in game four so they wouldn't get fined. And the Knicks have their third 30-point closeout game of these playoffs. I just saw Castle said something about officials. I'm gonna try to get that for y'all before we finish. Um, but yeah, Knicks get the sweep on Cleveland. Y'all know what that means. Detroit fucked everything up. It's 100% what that means. We would have game fucking fucking five of that series if Detroit was playing, but they're not because they couldn't even fucking beat Cleveland. So it is what it is. Maybe next year, Kate. Dern, you better get a lot of money.
Oh my God. Please don't.
Not sure how much of it you deserve after this playoff performance, but whatever.
Okay, we were looking to get a sore 5 years, 32.4 million a year.
So these niggas about to give a sore and Dern. You said 32 what?
Point four a year.
So
So like
Dern
around
and
six
the
point
Sora, hush, 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 nigga. 70. Dern and the Sora about to get about a good 75 to 78 million a year combined. 75 to 78 million a year combined for the next 5 years. Cade gonna be getting that by himself soon. And y'all niggas need to fill out a roster. You
Yeah, let's
know,
not get up 40 something.
this shit isn't about Detroit. Fuck Detroit. Detroit's nowhere in my damn caption. I just had to say it's their fault because he's right here. Hello. Um, Orange and blue skies. Motherfucking Knicks, man. They go on to the finals, man. Go on to the final. Go get my Knicks shoes. I got some mellow shoes last year. I call them my mellow Knicks. Then I called them my Gators because DJ was at Florida, but we know he's at Baylor now, so they're not my Gators. They're my Knicks. Um, be careful over there, man.
I know.
But yeah, man. You know, so I really Stephen A. been trying to take credit. Stephen A. been trying to take credit, bro. You should have just bought me one shoe, bro. Stephen A. been trying to take credit, but it's really me. It's really me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the real. Yes, yes. I wear a fucking 18. Yes.
When somebody see you got their feet.
No, I just know they gonna say it when they see this big ass shoe. But yeah, man. These my mellow Knicks. My, you know what I'm talking about? My Jordan, what are these? Ones, twos? I think these are twos. They probably ones.
So ones.
I'm not no Jordan head. I wore 16 most of my life. I'm not a Jordan head at all. I probably like 5 pair of Jordans. That's it. Um, didn't even buy my first Jordan until I was like mid late 20s or some shit. Purposely. But anywho, I told y'all that we gonna see a hard fought 6 or 7 games in the West. The Knicks are gonna handle the Cavs with ease. I had them in 6 after how they came back and won game one. I said it would be 5. I never picked nobody to sweep. I never picked nobody to sweep. So me saying 5 is kind of me saying I appreciate you. It's kind of me saying it's gonna be a sweep. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just always try to give teams credit to get at least one. But I can sit here and do a whole show on the Cavs problems and issues, but whatever. Um, Shout out to the Knicks. Let's get to this game tonight, though. Game five, the all important game five in the 2-2 series. The winners of game five usually go on to win the series. What the fuck? Usually going to win the series 82% of the time. Game 5 and 2-2 series are my absolute favorite must watch games outside of Game 7. I love Game 5 and 2-2 series is because you're going to see great efforts. Tonight, we did not see great efforts from San Antonio. They scored 114 points and they still lost by 13. So that tells you what it needs to know for the Spurs. They shot 40% from the field, barely 29 from three, 12 of 41. Um, Only had 15 turnovers, not bad. 41 rebounds, not bad. Um, Champagne, I think I had him getting 7 rebounds and assists. I think, if I'm not mistaken. He got it. He had 8 rebounds alone, 22 points. Castle, I had him getting 2 steals. He got 3. To go along with 24 points, 5 rebounds. I had him getting 5 rebounds as well. I had Fox rebounds and assists. I think they were at 9. He had 8 downs, 4 boards. So he got that. Thank God I stayed away from his PRA. He only had 9 points. Um, Vassell. I think I have Vassell getting 2 steals and he got 3. So shout out to that. Matter of fact, I didn't have Castle steals. I had Vassell steals. That's what I did. Stayed away from Harper. I've been doing good. Stayed away from him, even though I should have just been taking the under. But I just been staying away since Fox been back. He ain't did shit. But yeah, Vic killed me tonight. We gonna get to Vic later. But yeah, Vic had his worst game of the series, probably his worst game of the playoffs. You too. Good night. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed for me, please. Um, 20 points for Vic. He only shot 4 of 15 from the field. I needed him to get 2 threes. He shot 5. He made as many as I made. Um, 6 rebounds is fucking inexcusable. 1 assist. Ever since he said what he said after game 3, I've been backing his assist. I got it last game by 1. I had him getting 4. He got 5. Tonight I had him getting 4. He got 1. I knew that they would play him physical. I didn't take him to get 26 points, but I also figured he could at least get 12 rebounds and they would make him a playmaker. And that just Vic was he didn't have it tonight. He wasn't there tonight. And I'm not gonna say that caused San Antonio, but it damn sure didn't help him. OKC, they shot 48% from the field, 44 from three, 14 to 32. They only had 16 turnovers, so a low turnover game, only 31 turnovers in the game. They had 48 rebounds. That could have helped San Antonio. They out rebounded San Antonio by 7. Vic should have got those 7 rebounds by himself. Let's just be honest. That put him at 13. His under over was 12. He should have got them 7 rebounds by himself. And if he does, at least 2 of them are offensive, I'm sure. Let me see. Okay, so he had 14. San Antonio. It's not showing the offensive rebounds. I wonder why. Yes, it is. They had 15. Yeah, Vic could have got that shit himself, man. But I backed Shea getting 30 tonight. I didn't have him getting 30 last game. I was right. I knew tonight Shea would bring it. He not only had 32. Never mind. He shot terrible. I forgot. I forgot. He was like, I want to say 3 of 9 early in the game, and I knew it wasn't going to be a good shooting night for him. He ended up 7 of 19, so he kind of kept that pace. But what Shea did tonight that just controlled the pace that a lot of people are going to talk about. Matter of fact, that might be what Castle was speaking on. We got to look for that when I get done with this. That nigga Shea took 17 free throws tonight. He took 17 free throws. The Spurs as a team. Damn, it ain't gonna shut the front. There you go. The Spurs as a team took 32. So Shea, it was kind of even. The Thunder only took 6 more free throws, but Shea literally took over half of the Spurs amount of free throws, and damn near half of his team's amount of free throws. So I know they're gonna talk about that. I don't feel like they have that much of a valid point or reason, but it's gonna get discussed. Jay Will, he might be one of the main ones. I know my boy Caruso will bounce back. He had 22, 6 dimes. I think I got his rebounds and assists. He was 5 of 10, 4 of 8 deep. You know what I'm saying? My boy Hardenstein, I got his PRA was way low. I saw 17 and a half for Hardenstein's PRA, 18 combined points, rebounds, and assists. I knew he did that. 12, 15, and 4. That's my dog. Um, I got 2 steals with Wallace. I knew McCain would be an easy 12 points. He got 20. I should have took his threes too. He hit 3 of them. Dort got 4 rebounds tonight. I needed him to get 4 rebounds the other night. I didn't take him tonight. Um, Let me see. Chet. I knew Chet would have a big game. I was just afraid to play it. I ain't gonna front. I just he hadn't showed it to me, but I knew if he had it, it would be tonight. 16 and 11. Shout out to him on that. Turnovers basically even. Thunder +7 in rebounds, +1 in assists, +2 in blocks. Points off turnovers, Spurs were +2. Points in the paint, Spurs only +8. Fast break, Spurs killed it 26-9. Second chance, Thunder 26-15. Spurs had 5 more steals. You know. Um, let's see. I think I told y'all. Fox, yeah, he didn't get my points, but he got the rebounds, assists. SGA got the points and assists. Wemby didn't get shit. Castle, Harstone, Champagne. Oh yeah, I had Champagne under on threes. He said, "Fuck, I'm talking about that nigga." He was due. He was due. He's been shooting threes horrible. He was due. So shout out to him. But I was 9 and 6 on the night. I'm 33 and 13 overall in the series. That's 72%. 86 and 55 for the playoffs. That's 61%. Not too bad, not too shabby. So we gotta talk about Vic. Um, gotta talk about Wembanyama. I don't back off anything I've said concerning Wembanyama. Vic has the potential to be literally the greatest fucking player ever. He has that potential. Will he meet that potential? That's the question. Not a lot of players at 22 years old had that potential. Um, can anyone name a player at 22 years old who had the potential of being the greatest of all time other than LeBron James? I mean, we can go back to niggas like in the 60s, 70s, 80s. But like let's be serious. Motherfuckers that we saw, 90s, 2000s to now. 22 years old to say, hey, he could be the greatest of all time and it be a real thing. LeBron's probably it. Um, Wemby is that as well, but he still has flaws in his game, and that's just the fact of the matter. I'm always afraid to play his points, and it's gonna go one or two ways. I'm either gonna be glad that I didn't play his points. I'm gonna be like, fuck, I know I should have played his points. But points scoring isn't what is gonna make Wemby the all-time greatest, right? It's defense first off, but on offense, it's his overall game. Um, if Wemby doesn't get 13, 14 rebounds, I feel like he wasn't active enough. He wasn't in the paint enough. He wasn't just giving enough effort. If Wemby doesn't get 4 blocks, I feel he wasn't playing Wemby style basketball. 4 assists. I've only been backing at the last couple of games because of what he said after game 3. So I figured he would put a focus on it, right? I was right in game 4. I don't trip on him getting 4 assists. I feel like of course, you should be able to get 4 assists. Same way you can get 1 block a quarter, you can get 1 assist a quarter, my nigga. But I don't trip when he don't. My only expectations for him stat wise are get 12 plus rebounds every night, get 4 blocks every night. That might seem steep, but he's 7 fucking 5. He has a standing vert of almost 9 feet. Um, the rebounds, the blocks. You must shoot above 50%. You really should be shooting 55%. And you really could shoot 60% if. Show me how. I need to see Wemby's stats for his career, for this season in his career. I'm guessing right now. Have no clue. You just heard me tell him to pull it up. He's going to pass it to me. But before I take a look at it, I'm guessing for his career, he probably takes about 4 threes a game. This season, he probably took upward to 5, either closer to 5 or more than 5. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I know it has to be at least 3.5. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say 4 to the 5 range for this season and his career. Let's see. For this season, Wemby took 17 shots a game, which is just a little bit more than what he took 2 years ago as a rookie, but not quite as much as he took last year. Last year, he took 18 and a half shots a game, right? However, as a rookie, under 17 shots, 5.5 were threes. Last year, 18 and a half shots, 9 were threes. 9. This year, 17 shots, 5.5 are threes. For his career, he's taken about 17 and a half shots a game, 6.5 are threes. 5.5 out of almost 17, that's a little under 1 every 3 shots. 9 out of 18 and a half last year, 1 out of every 2 shots he took were threes. Mitch, thank you for correcting that, because I don't know what the fuck we had going on there. What?
Just to develop the shot, work on his confidence.
I don't give a fuck. No 7-footer should be taking 9 threes a game.
That was bad. And you're gonna be bad if you're just trying to work on the shot.
Nah, I understand what you're saying on that. You're gonna be bad shit. They weren't supposed to be this good this year. Yeah. He didn't start the season off still taking 9, and then by January decide, oh, you know what, we're gonna be good. Let me just take 3 to balance out the 9, and I'll meet in the middle at 5.5. No, he came into the season strategically only taking 5.5 a game. Last season taking 9 a game for the whole year, that was bullshit. That was now I think he played a lot less games. Yeah, 46, but still, 46 is enough. 9 threes a game, entirely too much. I hated it when Cat did it, and Cat shot 40% doing it. Wemby was 35 last year, 32.5 as a rookie. I saw Wemby always being a 1 out of 3 type of 3-point shooter, somewhere between 32 and 36%. This season, he was back at 35% on, taking less a game. That's going to be Wemby for his career. 34% for his career. He probably will retire no more than 35% for his career. And 3 seasons in, he's 34. He probably won't even exceed 35. So, he's going to be that type of 3-point shooter for his career, making 1 out of 3. You don't need to take 6. Yes, that means you're not going to make 2 a game. I don't give a shit. 1.8 as a rook, 3.1 last year, 1.9 this year. Took you 9 threes to make 3. Anyway, reason I brought that up. Right now in these playoffs, he's down to 4.5 threes a game. Now his shots are down as well, 15. But 4.5 threes a game, he's shooting 37%. In these playoffs, he's shooting the 3 better than he shot his entire career. And he's taking least amount. That's my point. You can be more efficient. He's 53.5 from the field in these playoffs. For his career, 46.5 as a rookie, 47.5 last year, 51 this season. He got to the free throw line 5 times as a rookie. You're a rookie. I'm not mad at 5. But because you took half of your shots from 3 last year, you only got to the free throw line 4 times a game. So you still trying to say it's okay for him to take 9 threes in a bad season? He's only getting to the line 4 times a game. No, it's never fucking okay. This year, he cut that shit back down to 5.5 threes a game, 7 free throws a night. He's a good free throw shooter. 79.5, 83.5, just under 83. That's 82 for his career. Right now in the playoffs, he's taking 6.5. He's 86% for the playoffs. Wemby's first game of this series, amazing. Absolutely great. Now, overtime made it look better, made it historical, but it was his A+. It was his apex thus far in the series. Game 2, I gave him a B+. Again, I expect him to get more 21-point games. Well, I expect him to get way more 21-point games than 41. I expect him to get way more 21 than 33. But I expect him to get more 21 than, let me see something again. Because what I'm looking at, okay, this is not going to include tonight. Okay, good. So we had, 41-21 is 62. 33 and 26 is 59. 59 and 62 is 121. Tonight he had 20. That's 141. Go to your calculator. 141 is 2, is 4, 41. 5 and 4 is what, like 8? I think that's like 28. Maybe 28.1 to be exact. 141 divided by 5. Yeah, 28.2. I expect Vic to score 21 more than I expect him to score 28. He should average 28. He should always average 28. That's something I ain't looking at. Let me see that one more song. He should average 28. Always. Again, we're not going to say you should have got that as a rookie. He got 21.5 as a rookie. Last year, 24.5. Yo, your fucking points only went up 3, and you took 9 threes a game. Hopefully, last season is the worst season of Vic's career. And he fucking averaged 24.5, 11, nearly 4 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks. And hopefully, that's his worst season. Nigga had 21.5, 10.5, 4 dimes, a steal, 3.5 blocks as a rookie. And this year, 25, 11.5, 3 dimes, a steal, 3 blocks. Right now in these playoffs, before tonight, because tonight's going to bring all these numbers down, 23, 11.5, 3 dimes, 1 steal, 4 blocks. As you see, he's scoring more efficiently, but he's not being as aggressive to score. And he's not, doing what he said he would do, or he needs to do better at the end of game 3. He's rebounding and defending the same way. But that's it. Vic will one day be a 28, 13, 4 guy, right? But right now he's 25, about 12 and 3. 3.5. But right now, right here today, as it shows, 25 points on the season, 23 in the playoffs. I expect Vic to have more 21-point games than I do 28-point games. Way more than the 33s and way more than the 41s. So, I knew that 41 and 24 was probably going to be his apex in this series. It's not over yet. He has at least one more, if not 2 more opportunities to put up 50 and 25. Like fucking Wilt shit, right? Or just another 40-20, right? Can he? Absolutely. Game 6 is in San Antonio. He absolutely can. Do I expect him to? I don't know. Because I rarely, as much as I love Wemby, his mentality, he is becoming one of my favorite players in the league. Just off of his mentality. I love the Kobe shit in him. I love it. But he's not a scorer. He will be one day. One day,
he's gonna just be like, fuck all y'all. Y'all can't fuck with me. And he's gonna get 28 every single night. But this ain't it yet. So I said all that to basically let you know I rarely play Wemby's points. I have to really know and believe he about to go kill some shit. What I like a lot is his PRA because I expect him to get rebounds. I expect him on certain nights to get certain amount of points. And if he gets just this many assists, boom. If they got his points set at 25, his rebounds at 11, or no, at 12, and his assist at 3. And then they got his PRA at like 41 and a half. I think he can hit that. I think he's good for a good 43 to 45, maybe, depending on the night. Because even if it's only 3 assists, some nights I believe he gonna get 15 rebounds. So now you only gotta get, this amount of points. You can go get that, bro. Game 2, he was a B plus. I was fine with the points. I just felt like he should have been a little bit more aggressive. Game 3, he was a C. I don't remember what he did in game 3, but I think he had like single digit rebounds. Maybe he had 11 something. I'm not sure. Game 4, that was the blowout. Everything was fucked off, right? But I think he had like 33 and 8 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He did the shit. It was the Thunder whose numbers were fucked up. But still, only 8 rebounds. I could only give him like an A minus because he only had 8 rebounds. Tonight was F. Tonight was an absolute F. I think he had 20 points. He shot ridiculously horrible. Took 5 threes, I think, out of 15 shots. So that's 1 out of 3. That's his average. It's not what I like. I would like him to be more 1 out of 4. You know what I'm saying? First off, you need to take 18 to 20 shots. And only about 4. If you take 18 to 20 shots, you can take 4 or 5 threes. Is what I'm saying. You only taking 15 shots, you can't take 5 threes. You need to get that shit down. I think he had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, some shit like. This was an F. So for the overall series, Wemby's at a B minus. If we take out his best game, which happened to be game 1, take that off. Since game 2 through game 5, he's at a C. His overall series has been above average to solid. Game 1 was historic. He ain't been close to that since game 1. Since game 1, he's been average. And what's brought him down from above average to solid, from having a historic game to kick off the series, what's brought him down since game 1 as a C, is because if we only look at the losses, we take out the 2 wins where he's about an A. He's about an A average in the 2 wins. Historic game, great game, right? In the 3 losses, games 2, 3, and tonight, 5, Wemby's a C minus. He's a C minus. And he's lucky to have that because game 2, I gave him a B plus. B plus, C, and F. He's a C minus. He's been below average. The Spurs cannot win when Vic is below average. I need to see that one more time. And the reason why I need to see it one more time is because
reference or
yeah, reference. Because for the series, you know what? Is it gonna show the series? Is it gonna show? I'm gonna do it in my head. For the series, Vic is averaging, I think, about 28 a game in this series. I think I had already did that one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did that one. 28 points. 24 and 17. We're looking at 41, 5 is 46. 8 is 54. I think he had 1 assist tonight, I want to say. So that's 55. I mean, these are rebounds. So that's 55. No. He had 6. So it's 54. So that's 60. So that's 12. 12 rebounds. 28 points, 12 rebounds. And then assist, we got 3, 6, 12, 17, 18, 18 and 5. About 3.5. Right? In the losses alone, and we're gonna leave blocks alone. In the losses alone, 26, 21, and 20. That's 20, 40, 67, 67 into 3. That's 23 points a game. Seventeen and 4 is 21. Tonight was 6. That's 27. 27 and 3 is 9. 9 rebounds a game. We can really just stop right there. He's averaging 23 points and 9 rebounds in the losses. 23 and 9. What grade would I give Vic at 23 and 9? Think about it. He had 21 and 17. I gave him a B+. He had, what was his game 3? But you can write the reference. It was right there.
Game 3 had 26 and 4.
And I gave him a C. So what do you think 23 and 9 is going to get him? It's about a C. And actually, it's a C- because that's the grade that I have him at in the 3 losses. I have him at a C-, because I'm also probably looking at the field goal percentages as well. The only way the Spurs can win is 2 ways. When Vic is on the floor, because they're like +10 when he's on the floor and -10 when he's off. It's fucking crazy. And when Vic is Vic, he cannot be below B+. And he really can't be below A-. In these last 2 games to close out the Thunder, game 6 at home, San Antonio. But game 7 in Oklahoma City, Vic has to have 2 A games. He cannot have no worse than an A- game in these 2 games if the Spurs are going to have an opportunity to win. I do not expect the Spurs to win. I have it booked right now. I have it booked. Knicks Thunder. The finals that I said in fucking October and November is going to happen. Knicks Thunder. It didn't happen the way we thought it would happen, but it happened ultimately. It's going to be Knicks Thunder. Because I said if the Spurs won tonight, they would have the upper hand. They should be favored to win the series. But the Thunder have shown that they can win 2 in a row. They showed it in games 2 and game 3. When they were down 0-1, they went up 2-1. Took home court back. The Spurs have not shown that they can win 2 in a row. And I, for one, am not about to pick them to win 2 in a row when the second one is going to be a game 7 in Oklahoma City. But one thing that I do love about this series has been some of the absolute best coaching that I have seen in a playoff series from both head coaches. Shout out to them both. How old is Dogana? I'm going to get that nigga name right. Especially he won the second championship. I ain't going to have no choice but to get his name right. I think this nigga about 44 to 46. Okay? Mitch is my age. Mitch is 39.
41.
He's 41. He's fucking 41. These 2 niggas. Don't I got my coach's list in your phone?
Nah.
It ain't in the text thread or some shit?
I can check.
Say, man. These 2 niggas are 39 and 41. I don't got Mitch. That's right. You ain't got to look. Because I ain't got Mitch because this is only Mitch's first full season. So I said I'll add Mitch next season. But by this time next season, we'll probably be saying both of these niggas are 2 of the top 3 or 2 of the top 5 coaches in the league. Just depending on where we still got Kerr and Spo. And if you take out Kerr and Spo, don't even count them, these 2 niggas will be 2 of the top 3. I gotta go. I went from 15% to 5% pretty fucking quick. But yeah. Like I said, Mitch ain't on the say man. I've loved the coaching in this series. It's been phenomenal. It has been absolutely a beauty to see. Like I said, I gotta go. 15-5 came quick. Who knows how quick 5-0 gonna come. I appreciate y'all. I done made all my points. I'll probably get back at y'all tomorrow. We ain't got no basketball. I'm gonna be looking at some WNBA games, so I appreciate you, man. Holla. Yeah, that shit already on 4. I gotta. And on the charger before this bitch die.